I'm not stressing out about community day because I sent Terry off with my phone to the group that's going to go finish off the last half hour. So.
Smart.
Except for the part where Terry goes, I don't play Pogo, so I don't know what I'm doing. And
Oh,
I was
no.
like, okay. I was like, just give it to Haley if you run into the shiny, please. Or also, don't tell me if you run into the shiny.
Yeah.
So here for your top cut, we are just going to go straight into it. The other people are already playing behind it. It's Scott Flutter versus Kyle Hudson, Riley Factor versus Ben Lee. And I think that's and then Anthony Morales versus Alex Menace, and then first stream on you guys we're bringing back Allan and Henry Jiao, who did not play on stream, but he did play Allan in Swiss. Who lost to Allan in Swiss. So
this is gonna be a fun matchup. I can already tell.
There's some stuff. So Allan, whose team we already saw, is going to have the Incineroar, Beedrill, Amoonguss, Tapulele, Doggers, Necrozma, and Xerneas, and Henry is actually bringing in another Kyogre, so only the second one I've seen today.
Yeah.
Yveltal, Bronzong, Salamence, Nihilego, and Togedemaru. Jury's still out on that pronunciation.
I know. I interchange them just until there's a finalized one, you know? I think here, I think Henry's gonna... He definitely has the speed control locked in. You got Tailwind and Trick Room with Salamence and Bronzong, so I think here it's a debate on which one is going to be the safer play. I think Allan's team is very threatened by Bronzong. Tapu Lele, Xerneas. You see Dawn Wings Necrozma. That's going to go to Ultra Necrozma. That's going to be tough for Bronzong to beat, but still a Moongeist.
Thanks, Miguel. Thanks for rubbing that in my face. The fact that you got a shiny Bagon. All right, I'm quitting, guys. Goodbye. I will say though, here's the thing. Henry did say, like, because of the fact that they played, he did tell me some of the things that like we saw from that he saw from Allan that we didn't see. And so the thing about rematches inside something like Top Cut is that they both go in with information already on each other, right? And so this sort of becomes just a continuation of that. And there's things that I'm like, I don't really want to say like what they are, because if Allan hasn't shown them like on this stream at least, then I don't want to say them because I don't know if he's also shown them on his own stream.
Well, we're going to start off by seeing who's fastest here. Tapu Lele is going to start off from Allan's side. Then we're going to see that Intimidate from Salamence on Henry's side. And then it's going to be the Dark Aura from Yveltal. And somewhere in there is going to be this Dawn Wings Necrozma. Most likely will Ultra Burst, and if it does, that'll most likely be the fastest on the field unless it's investing a little bit in bulk. What do you think here? Tailwind or switch out that Salamence?
Dude, you've got to be so careful here. That Tapu Lele we know is going to be a choice scarf, right? So it's got that scary, fast speed now. It has the Moonblast. It can knock out either one of these Pokemon really, and just like take names. So the problem is if you're Henry and you've known and you've seen this lead before, because we saw once Allan adjusted to this lead against Riley, like Necrozma and Tapu Lele just sort of steamrolled everything. And so if you're Henry, you have to really consider how are you going to stop something like Tapu Lele from just Moonblasting your entire team.
Yeah, and Nihilego switching in for that Salamence slot. There's the Ultra Necrozma coming out to play. That's really cool transformation. I mean, not quite Zygarde complete levels, but I think it's pretty cool. It protects, and it is going to let Tapu Lele Moonblast freely into that Nihilego slot. It's gonna do decent. No, it's not even a decent amount.
Because you know it is point person, so it does have like that.
Yeah.
It does have resistance to it.
Plus the Snarl is really gonna help out negate Tapu Lele here. There's no way that Tapu Lele is staying in if it's choice scarfed like this. You could hit the Yveltal, but you're at Snarled, so I think we're gonna see Allan get rid of that Lele here.
And I think though, if you're Henry and you're expecting that, then now it's a matter of how did this play about last time. So I think the fact that Henry switched in that Nihilego and then we've had Tapu Lele going for the Moonblast still shows that like this might be something new that Henry has tried. So now it's a matter of what does this Nihilego do against the rest of Allan's team, and what does Allan do to stop it, right? So like you said, that Tapu Lele is very threatened by the fact that Nihilego is there, has potential for the Sludge Bomb, but instead we actually just see, wow.
Kyogre switching in here, so maybe kind of getting into a better position. We see that Primal Reversion activate now, and in this case, I think that Henry was able to kind of know, okay, Tapu Lele is going to swap out. I've got a free switch into Kyogre here. Getting that Primordial C up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Tailwind on Yveltal too. I'm kind of wondering. Lele's not going to switch out. Actually, he's going to go for that Moonblast onto the Yveltal. It's not going to do very much. It does less than a third of damage and lowers the special attack, which might be used for... Oh, this is Light That Birds the Sky. I forgot that the Crow's was faster than the Yveltal for a second.
That was like no damage at all.
No, it didn't.
So, this is actually just... it's unfortunate because I think whatever Henry just has here is definitely just gonna go down, right? So like Kyogre
It has to be Kyogre.
being switched into the spot. I mean, doubling down into the Nihilego spot would have been really nice too, because now it's just a matter of whatever goes in there is gonna go down. Yveltal's not really that much of a threat because I have Tapu Lele for it later. I don't know why we're talking about this because Miguel has to cut this out anyway.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Miguel.
what? That's true.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
like, hi guys. I hope you all are having a good night. It's almost 9 o'clock over there for you East Coasters. So today's only Saturday. So what are you doing on a Saturday night watching Pokemon? Unless you're a high schooler, go to the movies or something. I guess. I don't know. What did high schoolers do? The Cosmo avoided Snarl.
And Tapu Lele gets crippled even more.
Okay, but like missing the Snarl and the Cosmo is like
That's
really
crucial.
Kind of,
That's the
it's
crucial
really kind of
part.
unfortunate. Like, and I think we didn't see a Tapu on Henry's side, so we don't actually see like Tapu Lele and Necrozma just get the boost from Psychic Terrain uninterrupted, and that is really rough because Henry is down a heavy hitter in terms of Kyogre, and Allan's just sitting pretty there with like both of these psychic, both these Pokemon just being like, yeah, okay, like you can bring all these like intimidating Pokemon, but I've got Lele and Necrozma. I've got Tapu Lele, who sure is at -2 right now, but you've also got like Necrozma, who has not taken any damage and has that terrain boost still.
I think in this case, Henry's still in a decent spot to set up the Tailwind though. If he goes for the Salaman's Tailwind, because Tapu Lele is not going to do anything. And Ultra Necrozma, it could knock it out, but I don't think it's going to go down.
I think if you're Allan, like, I also don't mind if you just let your Tapu Lele sit there and then just take damage, right? Because you don't want to let something come in and take damage, like, just away from that. But
Now you're gonna see
I,
slow
like,
down.
I'm a liar, apparently.
I think the issue with that though is Lele is such a little of a threat that you're going to be targeting the Ultra
But anyways,
Necrozma.
yeah, so...
But the Protect on Salamence ensures that is not going to take this Photon Geyser, and also allows Yveltal the Snarl to
what
miss
the
once
heck?
again onto Ultra
What the
Necrozma.
heck, Henry? Can you ask your Yveltal to, like, hit a Snarl or something? Yikes.
Oof, that is not at all what Allan wants. That's some serious stream hacks right there.
Wow, poor Henry.
That's unfortunate because Photon Geyser does so much in the Psychic Terrain. I'm not sure how much it'll do on this Salamence. I think it'll be enough to KO it, but we'll see.
So sad. So sad.
Salamence gonna go for that Mega Evolution now.
We might actually see some of the things that Henry was talking about that happened in this match against Allan. So especially now that, like, yeah, Salamence here is gonna get, if it survives.
Let's see. Photon Geyser in the Psychic Terrain. No way it's taking that. Alright, good to know.
Well, that's, God, those two Snow misses are just so sad. I mean, there we go. Hi, there's Koba Berry Amoonguss. So
which does flying,
yes, yeah, it reduces
Reduces
damage
the-
you take from flying types.
And Oblivion Wing is gonna give Yveltal like 2% pretty much of its health back, very little. And there's the Spore, and Yveltal is now in a really tough spot.
Maybe it'll rest its eyes and hit and like snarl properly, right? I don't know. Henry.
I was clicking the buttons, I would have hit my snarls.
Whoa! Okay.
Sorry, mister. I missed 3 sleep powders in a row.
All right. So Henry and Gavin are actually friends, and like and Henry and Gavin are kind of just like trash talking there.
more salt to pass?
I would like to say, Gavin, one of you is a dog. The other one isn't.
Ooh.
He didn't hear that. I don't think.
Taking sides.
Sorry, nobody tell Gavin I said that.
It's on stream. Regina, I'm sorry.
Gavin knows I love him. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'll mess around.
But
here.
I mean, it is kind of rough, like getting put to sleep, missing the snarls, and then being susceptible to more of those Photon guys, especially because Nihilego is also a really hard type. I mean, honestly, like,
If it's not focused at oh, it's already, they already got broken. Yeah, it's gone.
yeah. So
And then you switch into Tapu Lele, click on Moonblast, and it's over. So
I mean, like, here's your thing: is if you're Henry, you have to try to convince yourself, hey, it wasn't really my fault that I lost. It was the fact that Snarl missed, right? And like the balance of mindsets between like blaming like misses and then blaming play is like really difficult, especially in games like this, because negating the damage that Necrozma would have done with that Photon Geyser thanks to the 2 Snarls would have kind of put Allan in different positions to kind of force him to either switch out or to rethink his strategy.
I mean, we've been there where it's happened. I know I've lost some matches to some misses before, but Moonblast with a crit and lowers the special attack on that Yveltal. That's kind of ironic for Tapu Lele to lower that attack,
That's so rude.
Wow,
That's so cheeky.
that was really low damage. But that was ironic for Tapu Lele to go for the Moonblast, and it ends up lowering the special attack drop because it's a reverse Snarl on Yveltal.
So, I mean, like,
Yes, my boy.
yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously Henry doesn't win this. For anyone who didn't hear the yelling between Henry and Gavin, Henry yelled at Gavin for the lead, and Gavin was like, "If it was me clicking those buttons, I would have hit my Snarls." To which Henry's reply was, "I didn't miss 3 sleep powers." So,
And also, just in case you missed it, Sucker Punch, Yveltal woke up, Sucker Punch, doesn't knock out the Ultra Necro, and that's it. So.
I mean, like, Yveltal can't carry this match by itself.
No.
Yeah, that was.
No. But especially because you had, I think, Kyogre still in the back, too, so...
Did we see Allan's last Pokemon? We didn't see
Oh,
Allan's last Pokemon.
not Kyogre. Kyogre was on Henry's side.
And Allan doesn't have a Kyogre because Allan doesn't have
Oh, you're
a
right.
rival.
This is why this is why it's hard to play Pokemon Go and
Well,
kind of.
don't play Pokemon
No.
Go now. I mean, it's
worth those shiny backgrounds. I'll tell you.
like
As a shiny hunter, it's worth it.
Oh God, no.
that's why you give it to friends to go shop.
That's true. That is true.
But anyway, so going into game 2, I think the hard part is when you need something that's so susceptible to everything that Allan just led, like the Tapu Lele and then the Cosmo, you have to figure out a different way to do this. The only other problem I think I see is that like Henry's team feels, in some senses, like really glass cannon-y, right? Like where you try to hit hard, but like there's no really good defenses either way. I mean, what are you gonna try to do? Hit blind hypnosises and like hope that you can put things to sleep before they put you to sleep? Like that's really rough, especially because when you've got what I'm assuming is an Assault Vest Yveltal here, right? Not able to protect, and it's like it has to try to hit its moves and like recover health. The problem then becomes, how do you stop Scarf Lele, and how do you stop Dawn Wings and like the Ultra Burst Necrozma from just kind of demolishing your team like we saw there. Like Amoonguss was there just to make it so that like Allan didn't have to take any sort of like loss of Pokemon, but I think
Yeah, it's tough. I think maybe Bronzong. If Bronzong, I don't know the second one, but I think Henry really needs to get that Trick Room up, because we know the Lele was really fast. It's most likely Scarf. You know, you got Ultra Necrozma. That's got 100. That's got like a really. I'm trying to remember exactly its base speed, but it's super high.
Yeah.
Either way, if you go for that Trick Room, you will be in a better position, and I'm wondering if we're going to see that right off the bat here.
So yeah, a little bit of a change here for Henry, which I actually really appreciate. I think Yveltal Salvas was really tough to watch. I mean, Tapu Lele and Dawn Wings is just so good for Allan right now. Like,
You had a good day.
yeah, especially when you don't have the Tapu reset as well.
Yeah. At this point, it's unfortunate for Henry too. We see the Intimidate come off. We know how this goes. It was Lele, then it was Salamence, then Ultra Necrozma will probably be after Lele after it Ultra Bursts. I'm thinking here your strategy is to...
You're just in a lot of trouble, right?
Yeah,
because like you either get hit by Moonblast or you get hit by like something like Psyshock, or like Necrozma goes for its own like Photon Geyser. I mean, you're gonna take damage into whatever you switch in here.
Well, maybe not. If it's Yveltal and it's immune to Psychic types, it's got a shot here. Salamence will Mega Evolve. And, you know, I'm thinking if Salamence can take a Moonblast, it might be able to set up a Tailwind, and that might be Henry's key here, if you will. I think we're going to see the Ultra Burst now from Dawn Wings, but I'm thinking Henry really needs speed control, because...
He really needs to hope that that Allan did a Psychic type move into that Yveltal spot.
Oh, yeah. Moonblast from Tapu Lele is actually enough to knock out that Salamence without a crit, and the Photon Geyser will go into the Yveltal. Nothing happens, but Henry now without his Mega.
And I mean, Moonblast was like, I don't know, I feel like Moonblast going into the Salmons was one of those things where like, that one was kind of something you should have seen coming, right?
Yeah.
So now the problem is you're going to take another like sort of attack. I mean, if your Kyogre is faster, then Cosmo might be okay, but Tapu Lele still has like, every chance to negate the damage that your Kyogre does, or Water Spout. Honestly, I don't really see the Yveltal being that huge of a threat to Allan's side.
No.
Like, he's shown that he has ways of kind of stopping it. Snarl.
Snarl.
So like Snarl, Oblivion Wing, and I think those are like the only two moves we've seen from it.
I think so.
Right? Have we seen
So-
Protector
Go
Wing?
get him!
No, I don't think so. Now, Crozma going to protect this turn. Does not want to get snarled. I'm wondering how long Crozma will go without being snarled. Kyogre protects as well. Tapu Lele can't, and it's going to go for a Moonblast directly into that Yveltal slot. Yveltal going to take it very nicely because of that Assault Vest. And there's the Snarl. Gonna not hit the Ultra Necrozma, but it will hit the Lele this time, so
Yeah.
bit better here. I still think Allan's in a better spot.
It's hit the Tapu Lele every single time, right? Like, the Necrozma is the big deal here, too, especially because, like, we know that Tapu Lele is kind of blocked into Moonblast. The thing now is, like, sure, Yveltal can attack. Sure, it can go for something like Snarl again. The only issue is the Necrozma still has. Right, nice.
That's a double protect. That's what he needed for sure.
But I don't know. I think it's still really tough here, right? Because you can just go for like a Burn to Sky.
And we see that another, you know, it's sad when you're getting more special attack drops on your Yveltal than you're doing with Snarl.
So let the Burn to Sky. So everyone, be really sad for your TOs who have to upload these videos to YouTube and then have to figure out like how to copyright this stuff or like figure out like what they're gonna put on here. Anywho's, today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday.
God, the days of the week blend together when you work. What the heck is this?
Yeah.
I am definitely crashing from my 8 shots of coffee, espresso.
You got 2 more matches. You can do it.
This is, yeah, caffeine crashes are not good. Yeah. Oh, also, hey guys, don't forget to register for NorCal Regionals either or Daytona next week. I know it's a tough time to like travel, but you know, Disney World.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say that? Disney World.
Go for it. Go for it.
Oh, hey, it finally hits the Snarl.
There we go.
Thanks for helping him out, Gavin. Just kidding. Gavin's like cheering in the background from the Snarl finally hitting. Yeah, there was like no damage at all whatsoever on that Kyogre. Oh.
It's funny how I love seeing Let the Birds of the Sky go into Protect because it's this giant attack of like light and craziness, and it just does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so I mean, at least Henry still has a fighting chance now, right? Yeah, sure, he lost Elements, but he's at least able to still keep around that Kyogre. Yveltal is actually on the title last leg, so it will definitely go down this turn unless he switches it out. But I actually, maybe maybe we'll take back on the fighting chance. I think we're gonna see, yeah, so it's gonna be like Nihilego here.
I think if Yveltal can stall out the Psychic Terrain, it can maybe go Sucker Punch onto one of these two and knock it out. Moonblast's gonna connect with Yveltal. I'm sorry, with the Yveltal slot.
Like nothing. That minus 2 is so nice.
Yeah. Photon Geyser gonna get rid of that Nihilego though.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah,
Ice Beam coming out from Kyogre wants to get rid of that Ultra Necrozma, and it will. So now, you know, I just don't know if. I mean, Henry's got a shot again.
I think it's tough because you can like.
It is
honestly,
tough.
I think at this point, like, if you can switch out Tapu Lele for later on,
That's
and
yeah.
save it, right? You bring it back. Like even with Xerneas, you're like,
That's unfortunate.
Even like with like Xerneas like kind of being set up, like now your Moonblast is doing way more damage again, like right. So the Snarl's like hurt it, but it's also like not fair, or it's gonna help boost it. So
I'm thinking it doesn't really matter here. I mean, these are Henry's last 2 Pokemon. Well, after you boost Xerneas, there's no way for Kyogre to knock out Xerneas in primal form right away because Xerneas is able to get the Geomancy before Water Spout. So
Henry, if you win this, if you push this to a game 3, you should definitely consider going to a regional. That's only if you push to a game 3.
Yeah. Here's that Moonblast gonna knock out Yveltal, and Xerneas will set up the Geomancy. You know, I might be eating my words if this crits though. If this crits on the Xerneas, I might be eating it. We'll see. I think that's really Henry's only chance is to hope for a critical hit on the Xerneas, and then hope it's Incineroar in the back or something like that.
No, it's gonna be the Lucas in the back. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any reason Allan would bring that, especially because you can just go for something like the Spore and just keep that there. That's definitely not a
No.
crit.
No.
So
It wouldn't have knocked out even if it was a crit. Oh well, maybe.
he tried so hard.
It was a good game. I
I mean, he could
absolutely.
go for. I was gonna say, if you really want to try to get rid of him, you can go for Ice Cream and hope that he freezes, and then just focus on Xerneas.
But Xerneas is
yeah,
gonna get
it's
rid
just
of
like
you
that.
before you get in there.
Actually, this looks more like.
Well, he tried.
It was a good.
Gave
It was a
he
good
gave
effort.
It, an effort,
It
so,
definitely was a good effort.
I think only one other top 8 match is actually finished.
There's
so.
the Moonblast to finish it off.
That's it. Sorry that your belt couldn't hit its snarls, dude.
Oh, it actually took the Moonblast, but not that it would really matter. Amoonguss will get hit with that Ice
Watch
Beam.
it freeze. Watch it get freeze.
Crits.
Oh, it would have been so great if it got frozen.
If it got frozen, I would have been laughing.
If it got frozen, I would have just been like, I'm so good at predicting hacks. Just kidding. Anyway, so
That's gonna do it.
trying.
Definitely.
Maybe if Velto can see clearly now that the rain is gone.
There you go.
Miguel laughed at it. It's a
There you go.
win. Heck yeah.
There you go.
Come on, Miguel, give me that one. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I'm really proud of that one. Anywho, so as you can see, Kyle's still playing behind us, and so is Riley. As if you can see Riley, like on this side, just kind of like my directional sense is really bad here. Anyway, so we will see you guys as soon as they're done. Allan and actually Alex won against Anthony Morales, so Alex is also moving on in his next top 9 match. I don't know. Go get a drink of water.
Yeah.
Stretch your legs. I don't know.
Go do things.
Tweet how much you appreciate your TL, including
Yes.
RTO at Pokemon Labs. Go register for regional for Ultra, or
Or if you're like me, still build your Ultra team.
I mean, I don't know. That's about it. Yeah. So say you can't book EUIC anymore because it's 100% full. So definitely waited for that one too long. Anyway, see you guys. Oh yeah, our barbecue is on the 26th, right? May 26th. So it's a week after NorCal Regionals. It is a potluck. I will probably be making.
When did
I
you
don't know
finish your
what I'm gonna make this time. I made cheesecake last year. What?
It was so good.
Yeah, it was an Oreo cheesecake. I can make 2 cheesecakes. I like making cheesecakes.
Why not?
I can
Cheesecake
make
is
a
great.
I can make a chocolate dressed cheesecake.
No.
That's good.
Yeah,
Go for it. Why not?
yeah. I've got a baking repertoire. I got this. All right. Well, we'll see you guys as soon as these other
later, guys.
matches are done. So.